Hello, welcome to Lucky Spice TV. My name is Blackwell, and today we're going to be making delicious homemade potato salad with some quick pickles of carrots, celery, and onions, a bunch of fresh herbs, some dressing with Dijon mustard, mayonnaise, a bunch of pepper, salt. It's going to be super delicious, super tangy, super herby. My potato salad should be. Alright, so we're going to take about 3 yellow potatoes here, about a little over a pound, so 3 medium potatoes. We're going to cut them in half lengthwise, put them on their side, and then cut little 1/6 of an inch half moons. Not too thick, not too thin. We want them to cook quickly, but we don't want them to cook into nothing. We're going to put them in our little pot over there. Make sure you break them up. I'm going to add a good bit of salt. You know, if you are on a low sodium diet, maybe don't put so much salt in. But I think cooking the salt with the potatoes is important. It's going to add flavor. And just top it off with a little water, and we're going to bring it up to a simmer. Now, as you see, they're breaking up pretty easily with the fork. That means we're done. I'm just double checking it because that was a little bigger one. But no, it falls apart nicely. We don't want them too tender because we don't want them mushy. We want them to have a little texture. So we're just going to pull them out, let them cool on a plate. We're not going to dry them off or rinse them off or anything. We're just going to pull them up on that plate, let them sit. You could put them in strain them in a colander if you wanted. Just let them chill out till the room temp. Now we're going to make our mirepoix pickles with our celery and carrot and shallot. Cut the little ends off. Cut nice little sticks, about maybe a 1/4 inch, maybe a little less. We're going to dice those up. And these are going to be made for our kind of tart pickle element. So we're going to be steaming them up a little bit, sweating them up, adding some vinegar, some salt and pepper to them. So with the shallot, you just cut off the top and the bottom. Discard those bits. I'm going to cut it in half lengthwise and pull off its skin. I think a shallot's got a little more flavor than, say, a regular onion or a red onion. It's got a little more garlicky flavor in it, so I like that. But if you wanted to use some kind of sweeter onion, you could use that as well. We're going to cut little 1/4 inch dice out of it. So they're nice and pretty, but you know, it's going to be mixed in. All right, then we're going to peel our carrot. So that's how you peel a carrot. If you didn't know. But the carrot, the peel's got a little more bitter flavor. I don't really like it. Some people don't care for it. Some people don't mind it. That's up to you. So we're going to cut the top off. We're going to cut them in half, lengthwise, and then cut those in half. And then we're going to cut little dice out of it. Now be careful with the knife and make sure you're where it's going. Just chop nice little pieces out of it. Then we're going to sweat those all up in a pan. We're going to add a little olive oil here. Not much, just enough so they don't stick. And we're going to slowly bring it up to temp. Add a little salt and pepper, because everything needs to be seasoned when you're cooking. So now they're kind of I don't know if you can see it, but the pan is slightly bubbling. It's like they're not sauteing, but they're not doing anything. They're slowly heating through until they get tender. So now we got it up to a higher sweat, so you can see that. But we haven't browned them. We haven't done any caramelization, really. We're just wanting to tenderize the vegetables, and we're adding this vinegar in, which is kind of our pickling element. And it's really awesome. I really love this. But it's tender. Think of it as like a tender cooked carrot, a tender onion, a tender celery. That's what the texture you're looking for. A little crunch, but not too much. Just want them to hold their shape. We get to the fresh herbs. This is my favorite part. All right, so we got Italian flat leaf parsley. We got tarragon. Fresh tarragon is so good. We got fresh dill. It's fun. And then we got our chives here. And basically, we're just gonna. You want to wash them if they're dirty. You know, some of these I picked out of the garden, but some of them I bought. And I washed all of them. And we're just gonna cut them up. Just kind of pile them together. You know, it's not a perfect science here. You just gotta keep chopping them until they get to the size you want. Just keep going. Fold them in. Keep going. Keep chopping. And wait, look. Now we got chopped herbs. Put those in a little bowl off to the side. That's magic right there. That's going to make this stuff taste so good. All right, so our potatoes are chilled. We're going to add our delicious herbs. We're going to add our mirepoix pickles. Those are really good. That is an amazing flavor that goes in there. I don't even know how to describe it. And we're going to add some mayonnaise. About a half a cup. I'm going to add a couple of heaping tablespoons of Dijon mustard. We're going to use the good stuff. Because you know what? Why not? If you're going to make potato salad, Dijon mustard might as well be good Dijon mustard. And just mix it up. There you go. I got a little plate of watercress here. You could put arugula, you could put spinach, you could forget the greens altogether. But I think it's really cool to put them with greens because it's a potato salad and people don't really think of it like that. They think of it as more of like a picnic salad or a deli salad. No, you can mix it with greens. We're going to take a hard-boiled egg. I love these little slicers. But you could cut them in wedges. You could cut them with your knife, but the slicer is pretty cheap. You can get that at the store, any kind of grocery store for like a couple of bucks. Just fan it out, make it look pretty. Doesn't have to be perfect, you know. And then we're gonna put a little Lucky Cajun on top because might as well. It's gonna taste good. Make it taste delicious. And there it is. Homemade potato salad the way it should be. All right, so we did it. We made delicious homemade potato salad. Now look, you could change some things in it. You could put whatever herbs you wanted in it. I wouldn't recommend like real hard herbs like a bunch of rosemary. That would be really strong flavor. But you could use whatever fresh herbs you had. Doesn't really matter. You could add to the vegetables, you could add bell peppers, you could add radishes, you could add green onions, you could put whatever you want in it. It's your choice. But the basic foundation is right there. The basic recipe is there for you to adjust and make your own. Alright? So go do it. Go try it. Go make it. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.